What up, what up? This is your boy, Boogie Breeze. Jay Masai, my co-host. Ease, my co-host. Tune into Season 2, Episode 2, Social Famous, coming right now. Yo, what up, what up, what up? This is your boy, Boogie Breeze. My co-host, Jay Messiah. My other co-host, Miss Isa. What's the deal, guys?
What up?
Social Famous, Season 2, Episode 2. Who's ready?
Número 2.
We in here. 1, 2, 3, 2, tato.
Yeah, no, what?
1, 2, 3.
Tato.
No, it's 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, no 3. She's a tato. That's how it goes. No 3, she's a tato.
She's a tato.
Chicken ass in a lato. Big chop. Zatos, right? That's how it goes.
It goes like, I don't even know who sings the song, but
I forgot.
Anyway, we are back. Let me get another clap in here. So, what's been going on, guys? Talk to me. How's your week been going? How's the weekend? I felt like I had a busy weekend because I took my kids to the basketball games and I was just running all over the place. But like, how was your weekend? I just felt like it was a breeze.
It was the first time that I actually went out because I'm a homebody. So I actually went out, and guess what?
Was it a date?
I haven't. No, listen. People think that I'm lying, but I've never been on a fucking date before.
Oh, please, come on, stop that.
I've never been on a date. I went out with my girls. I'm serious. I went out with my girls this weekend, my college sweethearts.
Okay.
And
I think I saw that too.
you saw? I was looking cute.
Yeah.
I was looking so cute. Yo, I got a drink brought that day.
Like, so somebody brought you a drink.
Yeah, and for the first time, he wasn't expecting sex. Because usually I be thinking, like, if a dude be buying me a drink.
Tell me. Why do you keep playing that weird, creepy music when she talks? You're making me feel weird.
Oh, because I think that was, because I just think it was weird that like, she didn't have a date. She didn't. So nobody bought her a drink. Like, come on, stop that.
I'm serious.
Boogie's on some Dexter shit right now. Watch out for him.
I'm serious. So it's the first time I got they bought a drink.
Okay.
So I was like, okay. I was like, I don't have to give you pussy.
Sex. They weren't expecting sex.
No.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
And he was gay. He was just looking for a friend.
Well, that makes me feel better.
Just looking for a friend.
At least I got one less body count.
You got a new best friend now. Y'all gonna go out and get your nails done and everything.
No, I didn't give him my number, but I did tell him to follow me on Instagram. You know, I gotta get those followers.
So you gotta follow her.
Wait a second. The coronavirus is out there.
Oh, let's not talk about that. We're gonna save
Can't
that
be.
for later on.
Yeah,
Let's not start talking about that. But you shouldn't be scared.
What?
I'm gonna tell you why.
Scared of what, first of all?
The corona. I'm gonna tell you why. You shouldn't be scared getting it from me, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Oh my God. I'm scared of getting a lot of things from you.
Oh,
first of all,
what's going on here?
For the record, we would have to do something for you to be scared to catch something, okay? That's one. And two, you shouldn't have to worry about catching the coronavirus from me.
Why?
Because I'm black, baby.
Oh.
Us black people is immune, baby. Yo, look up your history. Any known disease, plague that done wiped out millions of people, the forgotten people haven't been touched. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying.
Where did you get this from?
What black person you know got the coronavirus? Tell me right now. What case have you heard of a black person with coronavirus?
Listen, okay.
West Nile virus, Zika, all that stuff. We immune, baby. Besides HIV, because we like fucking raw, baby.
Yo, chill.
Besides that,
listen.
everything else we come from, baby.
Listen.
We the forgotten people. Is melanin in this motherfucker.
Shut up.
Listen. Please, guys, be careful. It is going around the coronavirus. We are going to get into that in our social topics, but let's go to social news right this minute. So we got a few things that we want to actually talk about in social news where we can just open up the floor and talk about anything that's social and popping and trending right now. What's going on?
Who's pregnant?
Me.
How are you pregnant?
That's a long story, but that's social news, right? No, I'm joking.
Our social news, one of our social news is Pop Smoke. Why you? Okay, yeah, we
Every time I hear his name,
It's all right.
Pop Smoke, R.I.P. to Pop Smoke. Actually, the night before we were recording, we were actually recording, and the day after we heard the news. So that was really tragic, man. I mean, it's just a touchy situation because it's like our culture right now is like our industry is like the only industry that wants to murder people and take out people. Like, you don't see this in the rock and roll culture, you don't see this in the Latin culture, but it's just like this culture right here, man. It's just like it's something about us hating us and us hating to succeed. Like,
hating
First
to
of all,
see.
let me just read this
Self-hate.
from TMZ. Let me just read this from TMZ. Update with TMZ was saying that the murder is still a mystery. Police is making little progress finding suspects due to a variety of issues, but they both are still pressing on. Law enforcement sources tell TMZ detectives have hit a roadblock in the rapper's murder investigation, specifically with regard to witness testimonies. We've heard it before. A lot of people are simply refusing to talk, but also a lot of info they're getting is sketchy. I mean, this kid had people in the house with him. This was a
Why
home invasion.
aren't they talking? If that's, I'm assuming those people in the house are their boys. No.
Listen. They lined him up. Point blank simple. As being a dude from the streets and people knowing everything about street man, taking the fact that he's a star off the map. Let's take it to the fact of some real hood street shit. I trust nobody. DTA don't trust anyone. You in the crib with a bunch of people. Nobody don't know nothing.
And
they
nobody
did not
got
rob
hit,
him.
yeah.
They did not rob him. They
right.
just killed him, and then they
just killed
did. It's self-hate. It's something in between.
Self-hate.
It's something deeper than that. And there's something that nobody want to touch. It was either a friend, it was either a hoe. What to me don't make sense is that they called the NYC police
Right.
for a shooting in Cali. Raggle Rocks, that makes no sense to me. It goes back to self-hate. Like you were saying, why do you not see this in other culture? Why you don't see this in other culture? It's all because of the Willie Lynch syndrome. A lot of people don't even know about that.
Well,
it goes
that's a different
way
story.
over your head.
Yep.
Like it just won't even touch bases. But it's just something that they created so black people won't be successful. Why? Because this goes back to me talking about the coronavirus, about we don't got nothing to worry about, but y'all don't believe
Yo,
me. We'll
yo,
see.
yo, yo.
We'll see if any cases of black people come reported with coronavirus. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Right.
But back to me being awoke. Back to that. With that said and done, a lot of people don't realize that we are powerful as a unit. Together we're stronger than any force on this planet. And what you do
Talk that talk.
to weaken that force
Right.
is you sit there and you'll put self-hatred inside their mind. People want to flaunt and get these monies and show these Louis Vuitton bags and show all this money. To me, I feel like people who come from nothing does that a lot.
Yeah.
Like when you come from nothing and you get something, you like to show that off a
You
lot.
feel like you feel like you have an image to portray. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm getting money now.
That's what people do. See,
But-
I come from nothing. And I would never. I still will have that mentality as like it doesn't make sense because what happens is unfortunately you have people who have this sick disease and
Yeah.
the sick disease that they have is called
Jealousy.
Hatred,
Right.
jealousy.
Yeah.
Yes.
That shit
and it
is a
affects you
disease.
and it affects you and it can rub off. You get what I'm
Right.
saying? People who are close with you today can hate you tomorrow.
My theory is,
or
I
can
think
hate you today as well. You just don't know.
my theory. I
Trying
think
to say you
to
hate me?
what.
Nothing. My fault.
I think that it was more or less of he was trying to transcend. He was trying to become somebody. He was trying to become this person. And they said he migrated. He moved from Brooklyn,
To
to
LA.
LA to get a better
wasn't
life.
his crib.
And
That
right,
wasn't- it was
his
a
crib. That
rental.
wasn't his
It was a
crib.
rental.
It was a
That was an
rental.
Airbnb.
But
his lifestyle was starting to change. I mean, you
Yeah.
seen him in pictures with Meek Mills, French,
he was
Diddy,
really,
like,
really
all these
good.
people were like embracing him. 50 actually.
50, yeah, had a
He's
gonna,
actually executive produced
his new album.
his new album, right?
another artist.
Okay.
Megan Thee Stallion. Did you hear about Homegirl?
Big Megan,
Megan Thee Stallion.
Houston, not Shot Town, H Town.
Yeah, H-Town. She is suing her record label. 1501. She's suing them and
Okay.
she's suing the CEO, which is Carl Crawford.
Okay.
So she says she signed to them when she was like 20 years old. So she signed a contract with them and she didn't really know much about it. She's growing older. She's actually, people have a misconception saying that she's signed to Rock Nation. She's not really signed to their label. She's just signed to their management.
Okay.
So she was saying that she tried to negotiate with these people. And she was like, we're really cool and I have no problem with that. And as soon as she tried to bring her the opportunity of like negotiating, they tried to stop her money. They tried to
Stop
stop
the
her
bags.
bag.
Yeah.
And by
that's a
that,
delicate
she was
situation.
she's supposed to be releasing new music on Friday. So
Right.
when they started this when she came up to them talking about this renegotiation, they was like, girl, we ain't gonna give you no money, we ain't gonna give you no music because you're trying to fuck with us. So now she filed a lawsuit
Okay.
against the record label and the CEO. She basically saying that she claims that the executives of the label have a reputation for bullying and using strong arm tactics to basically bring down their artists. So she's suing them and she's basically was granted. The judge actually ordered that 1501 to not prevent her bag, and they ordered them not to speak to the release distributors to forbid them to release the new music. So she got that actual approval, and basically they told her to refrain from threatening her or posting any threatening posts about her. Wow. So she actually, got it together.
She got it together. Well, you know what? I from Houston, Jay Prince is from Houston, and I don't know the guy. 15. What is he? Was he a baseball player?
He was a baseball player.
Okay, he was a baseball player. So with him and Jay Prince, those guys are like Houston's finest. They're very respected, and I know Jay Prince had a relationship with Jay-Z, and Jay-Z's with Roc Nation. So I just hope that situation can kind of work itself out, because she's a star. Megan Thee Stallion is a star. She's popping right now. All the females love her.
Yeah, she's really good, and she's in an independent label, and she's rocking, doing big things.
So I just think that at this point right now, please look at your contracts. Young kids right now, don't get the same lawyers at these labels. Don't get the same nothing. Just go pay for a lawyer. Again, you can pay for all these designer stuff. Pay for a lawyer.
I don't mean to sound like ignorant or anything, but like, isn't a stallion like a horse with a big dick?
Oh my fucking god!
No, it's not. Well, this is. I wanna. I'm not wrong, right? Am I bugging?
I don't know.
Listen,
I don't know. Anyways, let's go to our social topics. So our social topic is the coronavirus. It has hit New York City.
Yes, it did.
Yo.
You know my mom called it?
Your mother called
She called me. I swear to God. She called me like 2 weeks ago, and she told me.
What she say? She say it in Spanish? What she say?
She said, oye, mira, muchacha.
Diablo, coño.
Tú tienes que trabajar de la casa porque te van a llevar. And I was like, what, Mom? She basically said that they're going to take me, that the coronavirus is going to take me.
What?
Because she said it. She was like, yo, the coronavirus is coming to New York. You better try to work from home. You better try to do something. She was like, you got to order food. You got to order bottles of water because it's coming and right? We can go nowhere.
And she predicted that a few weeks ago.
I'm telling you, that's a Dominican brujeria shit.
Actually, when she said work from home, actually Twitter tells all 5,000 employees to work from home to avoid the spread of coronavirus.
Oh, to their
Twitter is not playing games. According to the Daily News and the Daily Mail, the company has told all of its 5,000 employees around the world to work from home in an effort to stop the spread.
I wish. I'm actually going to apply to Twitter.
Are you?
Hell yeah. I'm looking for a job that's going to allow me, who cares about my well-being.
Listen, The Simpsons predicted it. Season 4, episode
Why
21.
Are the Simpsons?
Season 4, episode 21. If you look at it, there's an episode, Japanese guy is in a factory or whatever. He's like, oh, I got this sick, I have the flu. Ha ha ha.
Oh,
he sneezes into the box. The box comes to Springfield. Homer opens the box, a germ thing comes out. It comes into his face, and these people, the virus is spread throughout the whole city of Springfield. They have flu-like symptoms and all.
Whoa.
Yo.
What?
We gotta pay attention to the Simpsons.
Predicted it.
The symptoms? Nigga, the
Simpsons predicted it.
The symptoms. The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Is this Simpsons?
Yeah, the Simpsons.
The Simpsons. They also predicted Trump. Yeah.
They predicted 9/11.
We gotta pay attention to these.
A lot of stuff. Y'all don't listen. Matt Groening is from the future.
I think it's the government.
Nah, I'm gonna be honest with you. The government is trying to kill y'all. Y'all don't want to listen. They're trying to kill y'all. Laugh now, cry later. But they trying to kill us.
The government is hearing you right now.
The world is too populated. There's too many people running around. Y'all don't believe in. Y'all believe in whatever y'all want to believe in. But just know when it comes to the disease came out of nowhere. First of all, everything that is a disease is man-made, created. Period. Hands down. HIV, AIDS, coronavirus, N1, H1, Y2K. All that shit is man-made, created. Y'all panic out. Epidemics start happening. They love that. They're doing this testing. Doctors got to stay paid. Trump got to get the distraction of that he sucks as a president.
You on your Malcolm X? You on your Malcolm X today? You're not even. You're not playing, my guy. What's going on?
You gotta be careful. The government. The government is listening. The government is listening.
And now you are tuning into this segment of Social on the Streets with Ty Milan. Hey, yo, Ty, what's going on in the streets?
TYMI Milan, and I'm out here in the streets with it. Social Famous and the Social Famous Podcast. Breeze, I know y'all back over there inside the nice warm studio. It's cold and we in the streets with it, and we're gonna touch upon a couple topics. We're gonna talk about pop. and we're gonna talk about the coronavirus. I hope you got your hand sanitizer. CYMI Milan. This is Social Famous. We got here today with us
Poetic Stoner.
It's Poetic Stoner. Poetic. I got 3 questions I want to ask you real quick. I just want to let you see how you feel about the Pop Smoke situation that just recently happened. You know, they passed and put him out in LA.
I feel you. Yeah, it's fucked up, but you know, when you get money, you just have to move a certain way. He didn't move that type of way to protect himself. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, all times. He putting his information out. You got money. You from Brooklyn, you from New York, so people out there gonna try to get you regardless.
Any advice for any upcoming artists and everything like that? They to protect themselves. You gotta stay militant, dangerous.
Yeah, just stay militant. Just do what you gotta do for you. Fuck the popularity.
Yeah. All right. So how do you feel about the Megan Thee Stallion situation?
I don't think she really did. I heard a little bit about it, but I don't really think she knew what she did. She just came out being from a stripper, and she, you know what I'm saying, she made a song probably and it went hot, and somebody heard her, and they were just like, oh, let me get you. But people don't read the fine print, and she didn't read the fine print, so that's why she's in the situation that she is in. But if she could get out of it and do what she got to do. But if not, then she just can't put no music out.
No tunes. I mean, hopefully let her drop something soon, for real, because I don't want that to happen. That's bad.
Now,
you got they got the coronavirus going around. People coughing.
Shit, you coughing, man.
See what that's
I'm scared. I'm scared.
We got to tell people how to be safe out there, what y'all got to do.
You do. Get that mask, get your gloves, hand sanitizers. Protect yourself, go to the doctor, do what you gotta do.
So you got any people that are walking up to you that's just trying to give you handshakes randomly? Are you?
Yeah, I seen something on Facebook with it. They like this
like
now.
That, boom,
they doing it like that now, and that's a fact.
That's how we gotta greet each other again. So I'm just gonna say goodbye. It's a pleasure meeting you.
That's a fact.
Feel you real shit.
That's a fact. Man, you can add me on Facebook. My name is Poetic Stoner / your girlfriend's favorite poet.
I'm gonna say one thing about the coronavirus. Clean the money. It's traveling all over the world. The money.
It's in the dollar bills.
In the bills.
It's in the bills.
I feel like it's just crazy. That's just
like, was it a setup? Was it anything involved? Like, do you feel like it's something like?
I feel like it was a setup.
Yeah, it had to be.
Yeah, I feel like niggas was hating on them type shit. You know what I'm saying? Just like that regular hood nigga shit.
But then who though, bro? Because that was just like on some quick, like they saw the Addy, Stain, like J Bone, like
I believe his cousin had something to do with that shit.
His cousin?
The Mikey D nigga.
I thought it was his brother.
His brother, cousin.
He related in some way.
Looking skeptical to me, man.
That's a fact, though,
but that's what I gotta say.
Due to the coronavirus and everything that's going, what are y'all doing to keep yourself safe and away from this nonsense?
Just wash your hands. No, there's a kid in my philosophy class, and he was like,
all day?
All day.
We don't need none of that.
There's this kid in my math class. He came in. He was like, I have the flu. Like go home. Go home.
Yeah, then nobody. So listen, we're not taking anybody that has anything that's going on with them. Listen, stay home. If you're sick, just stay home. We can understand. You don't have to come in and bring your whatever you got going on there. Okay. Also, when we was in LA recently, Pop Smoke had just passed. It's a lot of stigma going around with hip hop music. How do y'all feel about just the whole situation of people, because in pop culture and country, people don't really go through these situations. Do you think it's like the content or anything like that?
No, it's just because he has money.
It just has money, right?
Yeah,
simple.
Probably someone didn't like him.
Yeah. I didn't Nicki post something about how people jealousy or something like that.
Jealousy breeds, that's what I'm trying to say, envy and everything like that. So there's no way around it. A lot of people like to say it's a stigma with hip hop, but it's not. It's anything with money. You just take a look around. But I appreciate you guys once again stopping by. CYMI Milan, we here. And we're out. It's CYMI Milan. It's Social Famous, and we on the streets with it. Right now, I'm right here with homie. Yo, recently.
Maybach Burt.
How we go by? What you go to our Brody?
Maybach Burt.
Maybach Burt. I like homie. Yo, recently, in the LA, Pop Smoke got, into a situation.
That's right.
He's no longer here with us at this moment right now. Well, how do you feel about that? And what happened? And just in general, what was it about? What's the motive?
I feel like the nigga was a hater. I feel like niggas was hating. I feel like niggas was hating on the Young Boy wave. Young Boy came out, had his own shit popping and shit, you know what I'm saying? Had his own wave, had his own style, and the niggas around him was hating. That's how I feel.
No matter what.
Yeah, you feel me?
So it don't matter, because a lot of days they say hip hop gotta go through this, no other genre go through this country. But I just feel like if you got money, you gonna always be in danger.
Money too though. We making money. You from the Bronx, I'm from Long Island, you feel me?
You know how it is.
He from BK, we coming from these streets and we getting up. that shit create a lot of jealousy and hate from the niggas that we know that's still on the corner.
That's a
You see what I'm
fact.
saying? And they ain't even kill him in his own hood this time. He caught him in LA in the limelight. It's a lot of hate and jealousy going on, so these young boys out here don't understand the rules of fucking with your nigga while he up until he come up to put you on. You see what I'm saying? So just a lot of jealousy and hate.
That's real
That's
rap,
how I look
man.
at it. Like,
That's real rap. I appreciate you, you know, letting the people know in the
that's
crowd.
gangsta. I fuck with you niggas. Like, I fuck with what you doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
It's
just
a
trying to keep
positive
everything
time.
going, you feel me, and put everybody, you know, like get their opinions out there. And you know, recently Meg Thee Stallion, I don't know if you heard about her contract. I'm not too sure if you follow music like that.
Yeah, I fuck with me. I do music, but I don't fuck with her. I don't fuck with old girl like that.
Nah.
Nah, I don't like old girl. She got style right.
It's TYMI Double L Milan, social famous, and we on the streets with it right now. I'm here with
Donnie.
Like, listen, somebody come up to you like this. Yo, how you doing? How can I?
I ain't shaking their hand.
What's the problem, bro? Why you not shaking hands
Bro,
nowadays?
'cause, like,
It's everybody shaking hands.
Bro, I don't want to catch that coronavirus.
All right, I
you
understand
know what
100%. So let me see. So, how are you doing to protect yourself and keep yourself safe from all these
I'm gonna be
dangers?
real with you. I carry these around.
Oh, my son got
all
the
the
what's that
time.
Fury? He got the
Carry
Fury. He
You
got
gotta
the
walk around with
Fury.
these shits, you feel me? Like,
He put the Fury out.
You gotta walk
Yo,
around with
listen.
these
If you don't
shits,
got that
like-
in your that's essentials. That's essentials nowadays. If you don't got that, you sick, and we don't want that. Okay.
And I always just wash my hands thoroughly when I get home, cause like.
What's
man,
thoroughly? Because I know if I go to the bathroom, I done seen a couple people in
I'm
the
talking
bathroom
like-
just go to the bathroom and
I'm
not
talking like
wash
you
their hands.
Scrub that shit, like you
got to,
you scrub
man.
It, like nah,
You got
don't
to.
just like put soap on it, then put it on the water, and that's it. You
I
gotta
need to
scrub
kill
it.
99.9%
Exactly.
of those germs that they got popped. He went out at 20 years old.
Way too young.
Way too young, and it's a lot of stigma behind it. They say, hip hop music, brings all this negative energy. How do you feel about that and the situation? Do you think it's just jealousy, or is it like the actual, is it hip hop?
Fame can do crazy shit to people, bro.
That's what I'm saying,
for
regardless.
Instance, like, he went out, just because he leaked his address, or someone leaked his address, someone went out and shot him, bro. Do some shit to people like that, Well, I just think that jealousy is probably the main cause of it, though. Cause like, man, I don't know, bro. People, his homie might have saw him like all famous and everything. He probably got jealous and probably just,
You never know.
You never know,
Never
bro.
know.
You never know.
Never know.
Yeah.
I just say everybody out there be safe, protect yourselves, and move us.
Buy one of these, bro.
Yeah.
Buy one of these, bro. I'm not shaking your hand if you don't have this in your pocket.
You're not getting no more handshakes.
Nah, like
feet. That's how you introduce yourself. That's like feet first.
Yeah.
It's like that.
Yeah,
How
like
you doing,
that.
sir? How you doing? Like that. Yo, it's TYMI Double L Milan. We social famous and we in the streets.
So now we are going to our next segment, which is called High Times with Jay Messiah.
Boom, doom. Usually we have a music, so I'm gonna be the music now.
You don't like none of our buttons today, so
I don't like none of them. They absolutely disgust me.
This one. How about this one?
Yeah.
Don't ever disrespect my segment like that again, all right? Anyway, let's do the voice and all. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to High Times with Jay Messiah. And on today's episode, if all the teen numbers have the number in them, why isn't it 3 teen and 5 teen?
High Times with Jay Messiah.
All right, one last one.
Can we get another one?
Yeah, one more.
Okay.
If Cinderella's shoe fit correctly, how that bitch lose it in the first place?
What? High Times with Jay Messiah. Do we got another one or you good?
Yeah. Okay, wait, let's calm down.
You got another one?
All right.
How did she lose it in the first place?
All right.
Yo, you're a nut.
All right. You ready? All right. The money that's in your wallet is really not yours.
Okay.
It's just waiting for your turn to spend it.
Ooh, that was deep.
High High Times with Jay Messiah.
Yes, sir. And that is your High Times with Jay Messiah. If you need a high moment, if you need a high intellect, your boy's right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
What kind of kush you be smoking?
It's not about me right now. It's about the people that's watching the show.
I'm just trying to figure it out because I'm trying to get on your level. Like,
it takes years of smoking, my dear. Anyway,
so now we have our next segment called Ask Isa. Why do I keep saying Ask Isa?
It's what would Isa
what would
do?
Isa do? I am
Next
so
time
sorry.
you get that wrong, I will leave, sir.
No,
I will not deal
all
with
right.
this unprofessionalism. Okay.
I keep saying Ask Isa, but what would Isa do? That's our next segment. And we have 2 questions, right?
oh, wait, we're not gonna put no songs?
Oh yeah, of course, we got you.
What would Isa do?
What would I do?
What would I do?
No, so please hit us up also, Social Famous Podcast at Gmail to ask Isa anything you want, and she's gonna answer it the best way she knows
You
how.
can dial in at 212-926-7507. We are accepting all phone calls.
Whose
Is
number
that
is
the
that?
Chinese spot from Down the Block?
Who's
How'd
number?
you know?
Okay, so
Because everybody prank calls a Chinese
Don't
spot.
call that number.
okay, right now, this person remains anonymous. Sometimes we get our people that like to tell they want us to tell them who they are, but now this one seems to be anonymous. This question. So this question is, I've been with my husband for over 15 years, since I was 15.
What type of?
We was well,
It's her husband, R. Kelly.
we have 2 kids together, a 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. He's the head of the house, and he brings all the money and food to the table, pays the bills, and he provides for our family throughout our relationship. He's cheated on me numerous times, but we always got through it. I received a call from a woman 2 months ago, and she told me she has a 7-year-old daughter with my husband.
First of all, oh hell no.
Wait, it gets better. It gets better. It gets better. It really gets better, honestly.
It gets better?
Well, not better. I'm so sorry. It doesn't get better. It just it's crazy.
Oh, God.
Okay. With my husband, right? Which I knew nothing about. I confronted him about it, and he didn't deny it.
Wow. So basically, say you ain't shit.
Wait.
So at least he's not a transformer.
We haven't been in the best of terms, and since I found out, what should I do? Should I leave him? Get through this? I don't have an education. I don't have a job, and if I let him go, I'm afraid, I'll lose all my my privileges with my kids. And what should I do?
Oh, baby girl, that right there is such a tough situation.
This bitch from Africa.
It's so tough because. First of all, let me just say, you're not the only woman going through this. Like, there's so many women out there who are going through, people in general who are going through situations like that. You're not alone. Man, it's so heartbreaking because...
What would you do?
What would I do?
This is what we easy do right now. What would you do?
Oh, she's bringing
Well, what I would do is... what I would... You really want to know? Okay, I'm going to tell you what you're going to do. You going to find out who the bitch is. You're going to find out if she knew about y'all being in the situation. I can't promote violence in here, right? You're going to get back up.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be that strong woman that you are.
Okay.
You're going to figure it out. You're going to try to... I'm not going to tell you to leave your man because I'm not in your shoes. I don't know, the situation, and I don't know your needs. However, if he got money, divorce his ass and make sure you take every fucking penny of that dude so you can move the fuck out. Because
R.I.P. to the dude.
yeah, and I hope y'all didn't sign a prenup. Well, even if y'all did sign a prenup, it don't matter because he cheated on you, and there's evidence that shows because he has a kid by somebody else.
But
Get that GED, baby.
Stop
You
it.
ain't
Stop,
too old
stop,
to get that
stop,
GED.
stop.
She not going back to high school. I'm just saying.
Maybe she finished high school. You don't know.
Yeah.
Listen.
And I'm a white man in a gray hoodie.
Oh, shut up.
Okay, so with the wrap up, we're about to wrap this thing up. So, I mean, what did we learn today?
We learned violence is not the answer.
Violence is not the answer.
But
We
you gotta
learned
fuck a
that
bitch
black
up once in a
people can't
while.
catch the coronavirus. That's also what we learned.
We didn't learn
We did
that.
not learn that.
We didn't learn that.
We learned that from Jay Messiah. We
Okay,
learned that.
you
And we also learned from you not to use condoms, and we know
That's
where
right,
that's gonna
baby. No condoms, baby. Your taxes is gonna be lit, baby.
Yo, stop.
Or your medical bills.
We gonna be lit.
And we also
or your
learned
medical bills.
Listen, and we also learned that self-hate is not the way to go. I mean, it's just not the way to go. Self-hate is not the way to go. And jealousy and envy
yourself, love
is
others.
just a sickness. And love yourself and love each other, man. I mean, that's what we're doing here.
If you broke, find a way to come up. That's all. Well, let me rephrase that. If you broke, find a positive way to come up.
Right.
Because you can find millions of ways to get money out here.
Right.
You could sell candy. You could get them food stamps, baby. You could sell food from them food stamps, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a million ways
You could
out
put
here.
you
Like,
could put him on child support
you
for
could
those
put
2
me on
kids.
child support. You could put...
Whoa. Well, listen, we're about to wrap up. That's our show for today. Social Famous, Boogie Breeze, Jay Messiah, and Iza, and we are out of here. We'll catch y'all later.
Yo,
It's Le Champion, Jay Messiah.
You
You gotta say it like that.
coronavirus
I'm
mic-
black. We don't get that. And it's Le
Good night.
Champion.
I'm not
Jay Messiah.
dealing with this.
Peace.
Le Champion. You gotta say it like this, Le Champion.
You gotta be
Le
down.
Champion.
No, you're the.
Come on, say it with your finger. Le Champion. Culo. I know.